Make the ground shake.
What's up, Spartans? This is JAG, aka Leonidas. I'll just be like Casper. I'll be your friendly host for today, coming at you live from 300. On this video for today, we're going to be covering the best deck for Arena 2. So whether you're a newcomer to the game or you're just trying to complete a challenge, I'm going to be giving you the best deck so you don't have to worry about it and you'll be able to crush the people that you're playing against. Now, before we get into it, we have made it to Legendary League for anyone who has been a returning viewer. Also, I have made it to Masters 2 as well. So I'm just pretty happy about that and wanted to explain that. So now let's get into the actual replays here and show you the deck I was using and kind of the what I was thinking when using it. Oops, I went too far. Here we go. So as you can see, there was 3 matches that I did with it, and I won all 3 matches fairly easy. I won 3-1 in the first one, 1-0 in the second, and the third was 3-0 as well, against different types of decks. The second and the third were similar with a kind of a witch giant combo, and the first was a balloon kind of like musketeer and dragon combo as well, and I really crushed the first and the third one, where the second one I still won pretty confidently, but I just had to more kind of bide my time, wait for a mistake on the opposing end, and then capitalize on that. So I will be showing you this replay, the middle one, in just a minute. But before we get into this, for this deck, I'm going to be calling it the Hammer because it flattens anything that I played against. Or if you just want to go based off the troops, you can call it like, I don't know, Gova Pekatir or something like that. But either way, this deck does work well. So the whole concept, what you're going to be thinking behind this is you want to use the Musketeer and the Tombstone to defend. So the Tombstone can be used to draw out the Hog, it can be used to draw the Giant to the middle, the Balloon, it can be used to defend against the Prince, which you'll see me do. The Musketeer helps chip away both aerial and the troops as well that are going to the Tombstone, and it really only then costs you about 7 elixir, and you can do a counter push at that point using the Hog or the P.E.K.K.A, etc. kind of thing. Now for the other 2 cards, where you're looking at is the Skeleton Army and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Those are good for kind of a nice counter push if you want to do you need to take out the Giant quickly. You can use the Mini P.E.K.K.A or the Skeleton Army. Just be wary of arrows because a lot of people do bring those, and they also work well for the offense as well, especially if you've kind of timed it right so they don't have their arrows for those, and I try and get them to waste it on the minions. Also the Hog, you're just going to be throwing out occasionally. You can use the Velk kind of as a tank in the beginning and use like a Velk Hog push. If you haven't seen that before, I'll try and get in one of my videos coming up a Knight video where I use the Knight as a tank push, but it's kind of the same thing. And then, without further ado, let's get in, let's drop the hammer, and watch this replay coming up. So, come on, computer, load up. You're so slow. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, as we get into this, you're going to see me start off with the Skeleton Army, the Minions, Tombstone, and the arrows. At this point, I don't really have an offensive card, so you're going to probably watch me kind of slow it down, wait a little bit, and let him make the... Oh, no, you know what? I made the first move. Tombstone, drop that. Now what you're going to see is drop the Musketeer just to defend there, take those out, protected my Tombstone a little bit as well. He's going to drop the Fireball, which was a waste at that point. You're going to get a bit of damage, but now I'm going to do a bit of a counter push, because I knew if I dropped the Mini P.E.K.K.A, I could probably take out most things, especially with the Musketeer and the Minions backing behind it, so I'd be able to do a bit of damage. You're going to see the Mini P.E.K.K.A do exactly what I wanted, take out that one hit on the tower, doing massive damage, and now I'm going to have to defend, where I'm going to have the Velk, which is going to be perfect for anything that's kind of like a mass spawn troop kind of thing, whether it be the Witch or the Skeleton Army, anything with mass troops, you can use the Velk for defense on that, and that is what I always generally use her for. I tried to use a little bit of a tanking kind of push with the Velk. I was blocked by the Tombstone, but you see that most of the skeletons got destroyed, and I was able to get about 1 hit on there before the Prince killed the Hog. Next, you're going to be seeing me use the arrows and dropping the Tombstone. There, boom. Like I said, the Tombstone, it drops about 3 elixir for the Knight, or the Prince's 5 elixir, so you're really then saving about 2 elixir as a result. I had to drop 3 elixir for the Minions, but the Minions are also 3, so that's a fair. I came out with 2 elixir on top at that point. And then basically you're just trying to, again, efficiently use all your cards defensively, and then offensively, then throw out the Hog and etc. kind of thing. And this deck is actually very good for a counter push. I've kind of designed it so that when I was looking ideally at all the cards, I could block most deck types at that point. And that's really all it is about when you're pushing in the ladder, is being able to combat. most of the deck types so that you have a greater win percentage than you do losing at that point. So right now what you're going to see, drop the mini peck a little too early, but not too bad. You're going to see me drop the hog here, which was a little bit of a mistake. I did over push on the elixir, and as a result you're going to see a little bit for the next little bit I'm going to be on the defensive area, but that's alright. With this deck you can defend very well, so I'm not too worried, and I was trying to push boundaries a little bit. As you see here, drop the tombstone, that's going to stop the prince with no worries there. Didn't even need the musketeer as well, but I thought he was going to back it with something, so I just wanted to be on the safe side. Now what you're going to see me here is I'm going to drop the Valkyrie, so it's going to take away all the little skeletons the witch is producing. Drop that mini P.E.K.K.A, which is just going to take out that giant nice and quick. Musketeer still doing some damage. Drop the tombstone just to block, and again I can cycle through, drop another musketeer, and just get that like nice far distance damage. And at that point then again you're going to see that prince there, but you drop the Valkyrie, again takes both of them at the same time. And then I knew that the arrows were gone, so then I could actually drop my skeleton army as well. Again, arrows take out the minions. As you can see, this deck is very good for countering. It has a pretty low elixir cost, so you can cycle pretty quick. And now this is where I can start to do a little bit of a push again, since I've caught up a bit of my elixir. Gonna have to go a little bit defensive again, so I just drop a few of the muskets, drop a bit of the skeleton army just to try and block that prince. Fortunately, the arrows get that skeleton army, but then what you're going to see is the prince is basically dead at this point, and I can drop the Valkyrie with the mini P.E.K.K.A as well. Valk takes the tanking damage, protects from the little skeletons produced by the witch, and the mini P.E.K.K.A cycles. And you really see the same kind of maneuvers I can use, but I can cycle very quickly, so I can really kind of cater it to whatever different troop combo is cycled through. And just for sheer time, I won't show the other two replays, but it works very well against the balloon as well. You just gotta make sure that you drop that skeleton army in the middle, and it always draws it out, and then your minions or musketeer can take it very quickly. Now right here, you're gonna see that hog get a couple more hits in. Like about one more hit in, but either way, still, I'm kind of controlling the pace of the game without too much worry. I've only taken about 300 damage on the tower, and he's got about 1100. And so now what you're going to see again is you're going to see the Valk go out. I'm just going to sacrifice her at this point. I don't really want to over push, otherwise it could come back and bite me. So again, and same thing, mini P.E.K.K.A takes out the giant, minions come in from behind just to really stop it. I mean, you're going to have the arrows that'll take out those minions. You're going to see the prince again get blocked by that. And this is where I counter, because now I know that he dropped that fireball when he didn't need to. It was a waste. And now I have a bit of more of a level ground for the elixir. So you're going to see me now drop that hog, do a bit of a push there with the Valk, because the Valk is now going to be taking a bit of the damage as well, be able to stop some of the skeletons. Unfortunately, the hog is only able to get one hit, but either way, that gets me one hit closer. So I'm just kind of taking my time. There's plenty of time in overtime, no time to rush. Again, I'm blocking the prince here. Use the Valk just to take out most of the witch at that point. You're going to see me drop the mini P.E.K.K.A, take the rest of the giant out. And here, I won't need to use the hog just yet, because I'm going to use the musketeer, defend, just make sure I really take a little bit left of that dragon there. This is where he makes a mistake. He tries to overplay with his prince, and this is the chance I've been waiting for. Drop the skeleton army, drop that hog. Now I know he's low on elixir, and he gets too late with the tombstone, and this ends it right there. So then I drop the arrows just to make sure that my hog has enough time to take out that last tower and doesn't get stopped by the skeleton. So all three matches that I faced actually were against players that I believe in Legendary League as well. So it kind of shows the ability of the deck and how you can really face some good players with other decks and still come out on top as well, kind of thing. As you can see here, the other one for the balloon deck was also Legendary League, and the top guy as well. So just for time's sake, that's all I'm going to show of the deck. You really got a good idea of what it can do and what you can do with it. So if you are, again, just coming into Clash Royale and you're new to it, Arena Deck 2, this will be a great one for you as well. And if you're, actually you could probably even push into Arena 3, although I'm probably going to do a custom one for that if I change up the deck as well. And then for anyone who just wants to do the challenges, it's a great way. You don't have to think, get them done nice and quick, move on to the next arena. Anyways, this is going to be Leonidas signing off, guys. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. If you've liked the video, don't forget to hit the like one as well. Hit the bell notification if you are a returning subscriber so you can see whenever I do drop new videos, which are going to be every Tuesday as well. And it'll be either Clash Royale or Clash of Clans. If you play Clash of Clans, go check that that out as well. I got plenty of other videos. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Peace out. This is Leonidas signing off.